Lockpicking in Starfield is easier than you think. Starfield brings its new twist with the Digipicks system. What starts as a fun puzzle minigame can swiftly turn into a rage-inducing nightmare.
Loud noises!
I'm here to teach you the ins and outs of lockpicking in Starfield, and if you stick around, I'll also show you how to get more Digipicks than you'll ever need. Even when you level up your security skill and have a good basic understanding of how the puzzles work, it can be easy to get stuck when you're deep into a mission. So to help keep you from burning through picks faster than Borealis uses Aurora,
Pretty crazy.
I will share with you an example of a master lock that I picked and some best practices. Stay tuned after and I'll show you how to get your own mountain of Digipicks. So here we have a master lock. And with the Digipick, you have a sequence of rings, which it goes all the way from like very easy to very hard. The more difficult the lock, the more rings that you have. I have put some levels into lockpicking skill, so I can actually see which individual picks on the right-hand side will fit into which particular rings. So the game doesn't really explain this to you, but the goal of the lockpicking is to fill each individual ring by figuring out which lockpick corresponds with each individual level. Sometimes it's just one pick, sometimes it's multiple picks. It is possible as you go and you fill in the slots on the lockpick that you actually can lock yourself out by filling the wrong pins. And that's why there's the redo, or you can completely back out to restart. But that, of course, costs a pick, which later on I'm going to show you exactly how to get as many picks as you're ever going to need. So at that point, the main thing you want to focus on is just trying to minimize errors. So what I've realized in the way that I do this is instead of starting from the outside in, which can cause difficulties, you can actually take a look at the locations of the pins and which ones correspond where, and start from the inside out. So for example, what I like to do is I start to move the individual picks into place, and you can kind of see it's a bit of a memory game here, but you can kind of see the lines where each pick individually corresponds with the different levels, and you can work your way outwards to see how you can actually manage to unlock each individual level. So at this point in the video, we're going to go ahead and speed it up so you can see how I thought my way through it. It is a master lock, and while I was trying to explain what I was doing while I was doing it, it did take me quite a bit of time, about 5 minutes total, to work my way through the levels to try and not make a mistake. Again, the point of picking locks in Starfield is to fill each ring with your pins. And in order to not waste your picks, you want to make sure that you're very precise. You can do that by doing a little bit of pre-planning. Some people might want to write it down. I do a combination of memory and winging it. I guess you could say I always love improv. But basically, if you do plan out where you're going to set things, starting from the center ring, working your way out to the outside ring, it not only looks cool when you get done, which I'll show you at the end of this solve, but it feels really nice and you don't waste so many picks, even though that's not going to matter, because even if you don't master this method, I'm about to show you how to get all the picks that you need. But we'll go ahead and speed it up so you can see how I solved it. But take a look. I really thought my way through this and planned it out, and I think it paid off pretty well. Let's just go for it. So boom, boom, we have the top layer. Then boom, boom, we have the second to last layer. And then this is where choices need to be made. Because do we have the solve on the last layer? Because that, and a single will solve the last layer. How many ways will this fit? Just this one way. Oh, wait, hold on. Bam. Okay, so it only fit here. And that's gonna help solve the bottom. Oh, wait. Oh, that doesn't go in there. Okay. Oh, so it's those two. Okay. There we go. Epiphany moment. Bam. Okay. Now we should be able to get this solved. I believe. Okay, we can go bam. Bam, bam, bam. It's time for that mountain of Digipicks I promised you. I searched high and low for the best place in the game to buy Digipicks because I kept running out. I don't want you to have the same issues, so here is where I get my Digipicks. First, you're going to want to make your way to the Key, the pirate headquarters, in the Crick system. Fast travel your way there and dock with the station. To unlock this location, I believe you may have to have started the pirate faction side quest either by going through the Vanguard or getting arrested for doing something illegal.
Anything ship related? You're at the right place.
When you get inside, you're going to take a left and make your way down the hallway to the cargo hold. When you first get inside, you'll be facing the Reckoner's Core, and if you look to your right, you'll see the depot.
Need something?
The right protective gear, tactical gear.
My favorite stop is Terran with tactical gear. Anytime I go here, I've seen him have anywhere between 3 and 14 Digipicks at one point in time. Of course, you can always hit up the trade authority behind them in order to maximize your Digipick buy. So what we're going to do here is we're going to cycle between waiting and buying Digipicks. While you're at it, you can also make sure that you go around to each vendor and sell your loot. After you've bought your Digipicks and sold your goods at any given vendor, maybe even checking for special items, what you want to do is go back to the hallway and wait for 24 to 48 hours. I've heard multiple options, whether it be 24 or 48. You might want to experiment, but I do 48 every single time to maximize the reset. And then all you have to do from there is rinse and repeat. Go back to Tarn, buy Digipicks, go back in the hall, wait. And I hope this is helpful, because eventually you'll build up a mountain of Digipicks in no time. It only takes about 2 minutes for every waiting cycle. This has been GamePassDad with some fatherly Starfield advice about Digipicks. I hope this was helpful. If you enjoyed it, like the video, subscribe, and maybe comment down below if you'd like me to make more videos like this. Feel free to check out my daily shorts uploads of comedy content and other tips. I hope you're enjoying Starfield as much as I am, and thank you for your time.